Hey, welcome back. So in our last tutorial, we set it up so that our player can take damage, and anytime they take damage, their health reduces, and eventually if it gets down to 0, they'll die. In this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to take the IsAlive function that we created in the last tutorial, and we're going to make it so that our player is immobilized, won't be able to jump or roll or move or anything like that. We talked about that in the last tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in and do that. This should be a pretty short tutorial. Okay, so right here, we set up our IsAlive and we did a check to make sure that our character was alive, our player was alive, before we decreased any health. Because if our player was already dead, there's no point, obviously, in killing it anymore by taking away more points and going negative. So this function, IsAlive, we can use it and apply it to our jump, stop, and all of the other move capabilities that our player has. And we're also going to, in the future, add it to additional capabilities that we do for our player. So we're going to do a check to make sure that the player is alive before we actually perform that function, like moving forward or backwards or jumping or boosting or any of those type of things. So let's go ahead and get that done. We're going to go ahead and select the branch and the IsAlive. So select both of those. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the one right above it, the jump, and hit Control D. So Control D on your keyboard for duplicate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take it, and we're going to put it right here, and we're going to then connect it up. We're going to go from our started and then from true to do once. So it should look something like this, right? With both of those still selected, we're going to go up to stop. We're going to do a Control D, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from started into the branch and then connect it in to here. All right, I'm going to pause the video at this point, and I'm going to finish up with the other two, the camera look and the movement. These are the other two we want to do. I'm going to go ahead and let you do those on your own, and then we'll pop back in and check up to see where you're at. All right, well, welcome back. Hopefully you were able to add those that function into these last two, movement and camera look. Here I just added in, connected trigger up, and added it in that direction. And then down here for camera look, because this was a little bit narrower, I moved everything down and then just sort of stuck the branch in here, connected it up, and that should be it right there. All right, so let's go ahead and compile it, do a save all, go back into the sandbox and hit play. And now I can look around, I can move forward and backwards, so we want to verify that those still work before we do anything else, and we can jump. All right, they do. So now if I hit the K button for kill that we set up, I should no longer be able to look around. So if I'm moving my mouse, I can't look. Hit W, hit S, I'm not moving anywhere, and I can no longer jump. So, success. We have now immobilized our player once our player has died by using this function right here. Okay. That's going to be it for this tutorial. Like I said, it was going to be a short tutorial, just so we can get a little bit of housekeeping done and get this function added back in. And so as we move forward, we'll now have this in our toolbox to be able to add into any other future capabilities we're going to give our player. All right, again, if you liked this video, please hit the like button, let me know, and then subscribe so you can keep up with what we're working on. I'll see you next time.